Hi, I'm Sarah Fisher with the Institute for Integrative Health and Fitness Education. Please join Janice Maddock, myself, and Excel Wellness for female fitness, restore the core while discovering its effects on the whole body on Saturday, April 6th. Are you a woman? Then this course is for you, especially if you work with female clients. We're going to go through our behind the scenes, how Janice and I came up with this course, and how we need to restructure and rethink about what it means to access the core. How do you work with the female core and work with it functionally to still be fit and fabulous? So we're going to take you through the anatomy of the core, the TPC, or the thoracopelvic cylinder, which we'll go into detail about, and what that entails. We're also going to look at that whole pelvic floor core relationship and restoring function to that deep core. So what does that mean to restore that deep core and get your client to access it, work with it fully without compensating and hindering what they're trying to accomplish in their goals? So how do the pec minor, the lats, and the psoas actually feed into that core? Well, you'll have to join the course to find out the answers to that. We're also going to go through a discovery phase. So what does that mean to assess? What assessments are we going to use with our clients that you'll be able to take back on Monday morning and use right away, that you can help discover what's causing some gripping, some tightness, what areas need to be released so that you can let those gripped areas go and start to access that deep core so that your client can become even more functional through their core. So we're going to look at all of those assessments, from posture to rotation, shoulder flexion, and several others that we most commonly use with our clients. Then we're going to go into corrective exercise, how to release those, like I mentioned before, those specific areas that the clients are gripping. You know, your client comes in and they go, oh, my hip is always tight. Oh, my low back, my neck is always so tight. Well, those are chronic areas of gripping, or they can be areas of chronic gripping. So what release strategies do we need to work with those clients? And we'll show you the most common ones, like lats, breathing into the pelvic floor to release the hips, that we most commonly use with our clients. But then you can't just release those areas and hope that your client's going to get some sort of fun and fabulous and functional core. You have to retrain it. So you release the areas of gripping, and then you use corrective exercise to get at those deeper muscles like the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis, the multifidi, the diaphragm. And how do you then coordinate that into integrating it into the workout program that you're already using with your clients? So we'll show you some of the most common exercises that we have found the most success with our clients in clinic to get them restoring their core and functioning into their current workout program. But we also want to look at conventional exercises and where they tend to go wrong with the clients. So we're going to look at cueing and how to best and optimally cue your clients so they get the most out of whatever core exercise you deem is most appropriate for them on that particular day. Finally, we're going to look at self-checks and resets, which is how our clients are able to check in and keep themselves on track. Because as we all know, our clients have to be compliant, but they also have to be able to own it and take it on themselves to make those changes that they say they're wanting to make. And this is one of the ways that they can do that. So we'll show you some of the most common self-checks and resets that we do with our clients that they find the most success with. So remember, use your ABCs to get fit. And if you don't know what that is already, check out an email once you register for this course and you will know what that acronym stands for.